Good evening, everyone. This is your host of Vamo Radio, Vanessa Morgan, the station that brings you top news and entertainment, right here on Vamo Radio. I'm here interviewing actress, model, singer, and speaker Samantha Diane. Hi, Samantha.
Hey, Vanessa. How you doing?
I'm great, dear. How are you today?
I'm a little jet lagged, but I'm having a good day. I've listened to your podcast, and it's always kept a smile on my face.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, Samantha, can you tell me a little bit about your mermaid energy? I know you've explained that many times before.
Your mermaid transformation process is this. Have you ever been a geek growing up?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Have you ever wanted to fit in?
All the time.
Do you remember the one thing about Ariel when we were little kids? Mm-hmm. Ariel wanted to be part of something that everyone loved and enjoyed. She wanted to lose her tail, but she didn't realize her tail was her most positive object.
Yeah.
The mermaid transformation is being true to yourself, finding your soul. For me, when I'm around the water in LA, I connect with the idea of mermaid energy. Now, let's be honest, a mermaid was a siren, which is, she brought you down to your death with pirates, so she was dominant, but at the same time, she also wore her heart on her sleeve.
Yeah.
And she was willing to do anything to feel loved. Okay. And instead of feeling loved by one person, I learned how to love myself. And that was an inner mermaid transformation.
That is beautiful. And explain to me, what did you do? How did you learn how to love yourself? Like, what was the step or the process you went through?
I had to go through a lot of trials and tribulations. I have been a product of rape. I've been a product of, I believe there are no victims, but I also believe that what we mess up in our life or what we screwed up was meant to happen. We wrote a script when we came into this life. Mm-hmm. I got a chance to really live, and I'm kind of successful now. Yeah. But at the same time, I didn't have that 2 years ago. You need to believe that you deserve, and until you do, nothing comes to fruition.
That's true. Most definitely. Thank you for those kind words, Samantha. Also, can you explain to me, why did you choose the path that you've chosen? Why this path and why not something else?
My original path was singing on stage because I got to be somebody else. Okay. And then after that, acting was a character that I always got to be someone else. I never, for years in my life, respected who I was. Until now. I find that just like you, the day you can look in the mirror and accept what you see is beauty. Beauty in the beast. The only point of that whole thing is that a beast is us, but we're also beauty. And until you see your belle, you don't take the next step. My mermaid is the fact of accepting where I came from. A beautiful family, a wonderful energy. My mother is an amazing character. My father is incredible. He is sober of many, many years. She was a former drug and alcohol counselor. I have not had the best path in my life, but I have two people that believe in me very much. And when I started believing in myself, how did I do it? Get enough wake-up calls, and then sometimes the universe kicks you in the ass.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Wow, Samantha, that is really deep. I appreciate you sharing that with us as well. And I know you said that you actually have finding out who you really are in life and understanding that you're such a wonderful person. What do you feel is your main passion of being Samantha?
Well, what if I told you that my heart is on stage, but I have a really big goal, and that's the character that I grew up with was Ariel, the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
She was the outcast. She wanted to always be someone else.
Right.
But what I want you to take on and hopefully give forward is telling people that your outcast is your biggest gift.
Yeah.
Wear your tail with pride. Wear your heart with pride. If you have I can't swear. So if you have a bad past, understand that if it wasn't for that past today, you wouldn't have been making the decisions that you're making now.
Right.
You have a chance to live the life that you want. But until you do, it only comes from one person, your belief.
Yeah. That's really true. And Samantha, I appreciate that as well. I know also, as you said, being yourself, what do you feel is like the biggest advice that you can give someone who's sort of lost in their ways?
I think one of the biggest advices is ask yourself, why am I lost? What don't I like in my life? My mother and my father taught me to do something called a burn list. Okay. So, I'm not a big person on this, but in the moon cycle, whenever there's a full moon, it's a transition in energy. So what I would recommend is take a piece of paper and write what you don't want in your life on one side of that paper. Be very specific. I don't want people that bring me down in a negative energy. I don't want to be broke. Why don't you want to be broke? Because I don't think I deserve money. Well, guess what? There's your don't want. But what do you want? I deserve a life that I'm meant to live with happiness and vitality. Write that on a piece of paper. Replace the negative with the positive and learn that you can create the life that you want at any moment. And excuse the noise in the background. I'm sorry, I'm in an alleyway here.
It's okay. And Samantha, actually, I'm going to try that. That's actually really amazing thing to say for someone to actually give them the advice as well. And I know, as you said before, people, you've done so much great things. You're an amazing singer, may I say, amazing actress as well as model. And if you just still find time to find who you are, it's beautiful.
I think defining what you are, though, I apologize for the sound of the big-ass truck rental that has to go in front of myself, which I'm very sorry for. But you know what? It actually says dedication at every turn. So there you go. In some ways, the universe is giving you a message. Dedication at every turn. What the best advice I can give anyone, especially your followers, is this. If you don't believe that you deserve a second chance in life, then you need to get out of your victim stance. You need to start believing and creating. You need to give yourself a platform. What is it that I want? And if it doesn't work, maybe that's not the right stance. But until then, life is an ongoing lesson. And it's okay if you mess up. But your inner mermaid transformation is finding when you don't, the one thing that makes you smile, makes you feel good. Hey, listen, if I never would have had that feeling, my publicist never would have been attracted. I would not be on your show.
Wow.
And I would not be creating the life that I deserve.
That's true. That is beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you so much. And thank you so much for all the advice you've given us. That's actually...
And please, Vanessa, put all your contacts through my publicist so that I can market you, because your voice, I want to hear more. And I want you to be sharing amongst people that I know that need help from you.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I most definitely will. And again, Samantha, I really appreciate having you here on the show.
You're very welcome.
We actually have 4,000 people tuned in right now, and the numbers are just going up as it goes. So I'm so glad to have you here.
No problem. I'm happy to help in any way, shape, or form. And please tell your followers that in any way they can reach me at IamSamanthaDiane.com or IG, I am Samantha Diane. But if anything, if I could say one thing, thank you so much for choosing me to come on and be a voice, because obviously the universe put us in touch. And obviously whatever you're doing is incredible. So value that as well, Vanessa.
Oh, thank you so much, Samantha. And I appreciate you so much as well. And you guys, this has just been the amazing Samantha Diane. She's given us so much to think about, so much that we've learned from her. It's more than just a pretty face. Things are much more behind that, much more deeper than you think. I appreciate you so much, Samantha. You guys, this is Vamo Radio right here with your girl Vanessa Morgan, as well as Samantha Diane. Samantha, you have a lovely day.
Vanessa.
Woo, yeah, give it up for Samantha.
Bring it.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Samantha, for coming on the show. I appreciate you so much. You guys.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for having me on the show.
You are very welcome. You guys, make sure you call in at 224-409-7089 and let me know what you think of this amazing interview with the amazing, perfect, lovely, beautiful person, Samantha Diane.